Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Super Monkey 2. In this episode we're going on to the next stage level thing, which is stage 2 on Monkey Lane. And now these things I never talked about. Precision flight. Stay precisely and instantly mapped to the mouse cursor for the duration of this stage only. Energy signature. Highlights balloons that still contain red blobs, so 100% can be collected for the duration of this stage only. Snap freeze. Nearby balloons are popped one layer and frozen in fixed position on screen for a limited time. Recharges over time for this stage only. Parallel universe monkey. Parallel universe twin doubles your firepower and mirrors your movement for the duration of one stage only. And then there's other things, but basically these are just extra little upgrades, kind of like premium upgrades that just cost blops, and I've only got 24, so I can't even afford the precision flight. I don't normally use them. I might use the highlighted one in order to find all the red blobs, but other than that, I generally don't use them that often. But anyways, as I'm, I was gonna say as I was saying, but I wasn't really saying anything. Now it's on to stage 2, and the background looks a little bit different, I think. And now just slightly more complicated, formations of balloons. Not that complicated, obviously. Still pretty basic, but yeah, it's supposed to be all harder and stuff, but well, yeah, that's a bit harder, but not necessarily harder, just a lot more balloons to pop. And I got them all. I missed a lot of the blops, but I got all the balloons, so that's nice. Basically, my first playthrough, I guess, or first run-through of the stage is generally just going to be trying to get all the balloons. Not so much about catching all the blops. Obviously, I do want to catch the blops because that means I'll have more money for upgrades and such, but just popping the balloons will be enough, just so I can get into the habit of knowing where all the balloons are. And then the 2nd through 5th run-through are just going to be for collecting blops more, rather than focusing so much on popping all the balloons. Even though, again, those two are pretty closely related, but as you saw when there's the entire screen filled with balloons like that, it's kind of hard to focus on catching all the blops when you... Okay, I think I might have just stopped the recording for a second, because it looks like the recording stopped, but I'm not sure. I don't think it actually did. So anyways, hopefully it's still recording, because the thing that normally tells me if it's recording isn't telling me if it's recording. But anyways, this upgrade that I just ran out of was like the ninja style super upgrade, which is pretty interesting. It's helpful, just not really one of the most helpful. So yeah, I'll describe it better when I have it again. But anyways, so sorry if that cut out the video or something. It was kind of weird. Because again, the thing that's supposed to tell me if it's recording isn't telling me if it's recording. So I may be talking to myself or something. But anyways, as I was saying, more complex formations of balloons. Now they look like dragonflies, even though they're still not that hard to pop. It's just a lot of balloons packed closely together. But because of my upgrades, they stand no chance. Another reason why I prefer these sets of upgrades, the Dart and the Tech Tree, as they're called, is because they're basically just forward-firing destruction. Nothing in front of you should survive for very long. Obviously, if it's a really high-tiered balloon or something and you're barely at these beginning stages, then yes, they will technically survive, but it basically just destroys everything in front of you once it gets fully upgraded. And I am sort of overpowered by this point. I don't think you're supposed to have this many upgrades, but yeah, it's fine. It's always fun to be a little bit overpowered. So now I'm just going to replay the level a couple times, and I'll just fast forward through that so that I don't have to sit here and keep talking and all that. But I do kind of want to show you, just for the sake of showing you and not making this a 5-minute video series. So yeah, sit back and enjoy and stuff. Alright, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Don't want to spend too much time just repeating the same level over and over again. So these upgrades are the most expensive, and I would say obviously kind of probably the best, just because, not necessarily because it's most expensive, but because it's most expensive you can kind of assume that may be the best. So Plasma Vision, the Tight Beam, Lasing, blah blah blah, costs 1500, which is going to take a while for me to get because I'm only at 779, and obviously that stage wasn't really helping that much. However, these upgrades are 1400, so that is quicker, although there's two of them, and I like to buy them at the same time so that I'm more, you know, OCD, symmetrical, and all that. So really that's like 2800. So really what I'm going to have to do is just save up for the Plasma Vision first, and then get that upgrade, and then before I get the Dual Blast, then I'm going to save up for 2800 and get the Flechetti darts, and get that for 2800. But anyways, yeah, that is going to be kind of it for this episode. And as you can see, there's these little medals, power set badges. It says, for a more challenge, complete each stage using only one power set. Earn all 6. Hint, using your research to counteract each power set's Bloons weakness. Basically, that just means if I use only the dart tree, the dart stuff, and then only the boomerang stuff, only bombs, and only magic, and then only tech tree, then I get little achievements for that. However, like it said with the darts, you can't pop lead with that. So you need to use your research to increase Bloons darts so that you can actually be able to finish a level with only darts, or only any of the others, if that made sense. So anyways, like I already said, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.